Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. My pixie has now grown into a full-fledged bob that is in much need of a haircut. So today we're heading back to my wonderful hairstylist, Christina, where we are going to talk about how to cut a bob, how to style a bob in a bunch of different ways, and maybe even look at some product that'll help keep our bobs looking good in between. But first, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you are a regular subscriber and viewer, I love you. It means the world to me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It's the button right there. It's free, and it does make me feel really great to get a new subscriber. We are also on all of the social media channels, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Dress Up Mom, hashtag The Dress Up Mom. Now let's go get this haircut. Hi, we're here with Christina.
So good to see you.
Back at Sweet L. If you watched our last video, I've been getting my hair cut by this wonderful woman for over 15 years.
Yeah.
Since she was in beauty school. And I have loved watching you grow into the woman that you are and such a good friend. So we're here to do something with this hair.
Mm-hmm. We are. It's grown really long and really well. It's awesome now. It's fun.
So we always go and sit in the chair and have a little conversation first.
Come on.
Okay,
Good.
so
Check out what we got. So how are you feeling about your hair? Well, and I can see we have a little bit of a pattern going on here where it likes to come in and then pop out.
Yeah.
And that almost gives me kind of a natural line of what I want to take off.
Great.
That end that's popping out, and we can make it a bit shorter in the back, a little bit asymmetric, so it just kind of has some fun texture back here because you've got awesome texture for this haircut. It's like ideal.
People have asked on the video, I don't even use Christina for her other talent, which is coloring hair.
I do.
Every time I come, Christina's got another great cut and a great color of
Yeah,
hair.
I went a lot shorter than last time.
So,
love that.
So this is my natural salt and pepper. It is natural. I do not color
Beautiful
it.
too. Let me tell you, not a lot of people
Thank
get
you.
to have this like placement as well, I guess we'd say. A lot of people, they'll gray in the temples and that's it, but you've got a nice like sprinkling of it all over, and then just some in the back, and then the rest of the back is nice and dark. So
Well, I'll tell you, I get, believe it or not, a lot of pressure from people to color it.
absolutely.
There's so much of that pressure in
Absolutely.
society. Family members have that I'm letting it go salt and pepper. It's just not my thing. I don't have a thing against it, but it's not my thing. So
It's a lot of upkeep if you also have this as your natural, and if you wanted to be in, say, a chocolate brown, something like that.
Yeah.
You'd be in here every 3 to 4 weeks to retouch. And so
Right.
that's a lot, but that is a commitment. So, I mean, having your natural, I think is beautiful, and not everybody can do it. Not everybody wants to do it, but some people really can age them. They look like they kind of let themselves go, and that's not your case at all. So.
thank you. Well, I'd love to hear in the comments below if you're either letting your hair grow out or you're dealing with salt and pepper or more salt or whatever. I'd love to hear going gray comments too. So is there anything like special about cutting a bob, or if you're a client, if you're in my position, that you want to tell your stylist about?
Yeah, a lot of people, when they hear the word bob, they kind of cringe. It got a bit of a bad rap, I think, kind of in the 80s and 90s, when people had these really scary, like,
Poofs.
newscaster, bob kind of thing, and they've become so much more modern and different, but that's still really the best word to describe what it is, so it's we say modified bob. A lot of times that helps people be a little more calm.
Okay,
They're
okay.
not going to look like this little sprayed triangle. But basically with bobs, I always like to have a lot of texture in them to just keep them from looking blunt and kind of boring,
Mm-hmm.
And especially texture, if you do have any natural texture in your hair, if I texturize it, it brings it out, So.
Yeah, I think it's just, to me, it's a classic, but obviously it's been very much updated
Oh,
lately.
absolutely,
So
yes.
you want to make sure that your stylist is doing an updated version,
Yes,
right? Not the
exactly.
80s bob.
No, definitely just texture. You need texture in there. You need movement in a bob. as much as I want to do wet with the cut.
Okay.
I do a lot of cuts wet and then also dry because obviously we wear our hair dry. I think I probably explained that last time. So I'm going to put some, pardon?
Good to repeat.
It is, because, hey, you don't walk around like this, right? You know what it looks like. Bumble and Bumble is our product line that we use here at Station Salon, stationsalon.com. What I'm going to use on Rajka today to blow out her hair straight is actually called Bumble and Bumble Straight. It's a blowout cream. It's silicone free. It makes your hair extremely soft and movable and touchable, but it's not heavy. It's not greasy. So we're going to put about like a nickel size through her hair and work it through, and then I'm going to blow it dry with my hands and possibly with a brush a little bit as well.
Perfect. And I'll put the information on all the products we use in
yeah.
the comments below.
Awesome.
Christina was saying how it's important if you're getting a bob cut to have your stylist straighten it all the way to make sure that the line is right, Christina?
So if you ever do want to wear it straight, there's very few times that that's not necessary. If you have curly hair and you are never going to straighten it in your life, have her style it curly, But this is so Rajka has a couple different options, If she's doing something more glamorous or fancy, she can smooth out her hair and wear it in different ways. So I want her to have all those options. And it's pretty standard. There's always a little bit of tweaking I do afterwards.
Right, after it's straight.
Yeah, with thicker hair I texturize a bit, take a little bit of the weight out so it's easier for you to work with.
Perfect. And then we're going to use another product to try to get a little bit of wave in it after it's straight, so you can see a couple different ways.
And so now that I've got it all smoothed out, I'm going to go in with my texturizing shears. That's these guys. They have little teeth. They take out like kind of every other chunk. For her haircut, I actually used the razor. Every hair is different, so you have to really find out with your stylist if your hair is right for a razor. There is some hair textures I wouldn't suggest at all. Rajka's hair is nice and strong. It gives me a nice line. I can use it really well, and it helps me texturize while I'm cutting, and we don't have these crazy blunt lines that I have to go back in and fix now. Yeah. But texturizing shears are my best friend. So I've got Rajka all nice and straight and sleek with that Bumble and Bumble straight. We love it.
Yeah,
and that's
great.
A lot of work with it. And this is a great look for her if she wanted to, like I said, go out, something more fancy. If she wants to really slick it down and be very dramatic, it's super easy with that.
Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to talk about too before we start doing another style with this is the hairline of the bob. That's extremely important. Everybody has different lengths of their hairline, and some people are comfortable with if they have a long hairline, they want to really bring it up, they just kind of shave it off, that's fine. Some people leave it, and they'll leave a little bit of graduation down here just so it doesn't show. It really depends, but that's something in your consultation that you want to talk to your hairdresser about and be like, what is the back of my neck going to look like? What am I going to see? What am I not going to see? What am I comfortable with?
I never had thought of that.
Yeah, super
You
important.
always give me the cutest guy. I love that. I love
so we just get up there. Rajka has not a long hairline, but she does like to have it up a little bit. So we just take that off, no problem. It grows out nicely, and we pop it off again next time. All right, so now I am going to go and give Rajka a bit of a different style. Typically, obviously, when you use hot irons on your hair, you don't want to go and do something different. You kind of want to give it a rest. But today's special. Today is special, and we're going to use Bumble and Bumble as well. I am going to use their regular surf spray. This is saltwater infused, so it's supposed to give you that look, that feeling like when you go to the beach. And you kind of get, your hair's a little crazy, but it's kind of wavy and curly, and so it's a natural thing that it likes to do. This is supposed to basically give you that. And it does. This has a strong hold to it. It's a little gritty. It's nice. It gets in there. And it really gives you movement, especially if you use heat with it. It's very nice. Then, in the same family, Bumble has expanded their family of surf products. This is Surf Infusion. So they realized that the actual surf spray sometimes is a little too strong for people.
I have that
saying
one. Sometimes it is.
it's a little too much. You feel like you really need to wash your hair like the next
Right
day.
away.
Yeah, it's like it's hard. So they came up with oil infused surf spray,
Ooh.
and it's softer.
Nice.
Yeah, it's more manageable. It's has that same kick to it. It'll bring your waves out, but it's not nearly as strong. So it kind of depends on the length of your hair, what you're looking for, what hold you're looking for, all that stuff. So we're just going to start with this first and go through, and I might even use some of Bumble's Prep and Tonic.
Okay.
Those are two products that they're good cutting tools, but they're also good leave-in conditioners. They're very light. Tonic is over here.
Oh, I love that.
We love this. This
Yeah.
has tea tree oil in it.
I really
Big fan.
like that. I
Big
use
fan,
it.
yeah.
I'll usually use that because I don't wash my hair every day. So in the
Mhm.
morning when I wake up, if I want it to be wavy,
Yep.
I'll use that. Or after a hot yoga class when my hair is kind of a mess,
Yep.
and I don't want it to smell, I use it. I love it. It smells great
Yes.
and it works great.
Tonic is great, and it's kind of soothing on the scalp as well. I have to say that's probably part of the tea tree oil, and it doesn't smell terribly strong.
No, I know because my scalp can be really sensitive and dry,
Mhm.
and I love that stuff. I've been using it for years.
These both are great. There's also its little cousin. So we have Prep, and Prep is a primer. You can use this before any other product. I use it a lot of times as a cutting tool. I'll put it in the wet hair and I'll cut with it. It helps my scissors be sharper, my comb be smoother. And Prep is actually great because it's lighter than water. The molecule is smaller than the water molecule.
Wow.
So you're not going to get any kind of heaviness. So if you do need to do something where you would normally use a water squirt bottle to do something with your hair, use Prep. Way better, and it's got vitamins and minerals in it. It's going to really help your hair and help your hair. So I'm just going around Rajka's hair. Now you can see it's got some wave, it's got some life in it, a little pop, which is fun. And I'm just kind of looking at it. I'm looking where it lays. We're very big with Bumble. We're very big on cut the hair where it lays and where it lives, style it where it lives. We're not trying to make something happen that's not going to happen with their hair, because that's just frustrating. Every day you wake up, your hair's never going to do what you want it to do. And I just like to go around with the spray and kind of see it, keep scrunching it. So this style is very damp at this point. Even though you're seeing dimension, you're seeing layers, it's still kind of wet. So you wouldn't really walk out of the house with your hair exactly like this. You could, but you probably wouldn't.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is use a diffuser on it for just a few minutes. That also will give it a little bit more pop and definition, but it will also dry it nicely.
Right.
So you can see what your hair is going to look like for the rest of the day at work, not just, And it's kind of important as you're doing that to keep messing with your hair, keep scrunching. We like going and kind of holding the hair up and scrunching it that way, so you kind of hold it and give it support, scrunch it up. Bumble has taught me the art of the kind of hand dry. We don't have to have, when I did it straight, obviously I used a little bit of a flat brush, but when we're doing this, you don't have to have round brushes and blow dryers and flat irons and all this stuff. You really can just use your heat with your blow dryer and just kind of dry it where it is, where it lives, where it likes to live.
Well, and for me, that's super important because I just don't like to fuss with my hair a lot, and I don't even own round brushes or anything like that.
Mhm.
So
And you're not alone. A lot of people are like that, or they want to be like that, but they don't know how.
Yeah, and I've learned from Christina that just to sort of use, which to me is a lot easier. I'm also like not all that coordinated with the brush, and it always turns out kind of weird. So I love being able to use that product, and also just being able to let my hair dry naturally and keep scrunching it because I don't spend a lot of time on it.
And go ahead and feel your hair right and see how it feels. It's still soft,
Oh yeah,
right?
it doesn't feel yucky.
That is the oil infused.
Oh, I gotta
saltwater
get some of
spray.
that.
Love this
wow,
stuff. See,
that's
it's still
nice.
soft. If you had the regular surf spray, it'd feel a little grittier, which again is totally fine, just depending on what style you're
No,
going
but
for.
for me that's great.
Yeah, it's really nice. So the mixture of those products, you can use tonic, you can use prep, you don't have to use both of them. Choose one or the other, but they're great primers. They're a great way to get the hair a little wet to, kind of tease out this texture, make it happen where it was all straight before, and then we'll go ahead and use the diffuser. See how Rajka's hair. As you can see, it's got a lot of curl, a lot of wave. It's really fun. And this is wavier and curlier than her natural probably is if she just lets it air dry, but because of the products we put in, we pulled out a little bit more. So she really now has 3 different types of styles she can go for, which is awesome. You got 1 haircut, 3 styles. The big thing about this too with the diffuser is don't be afraid to go big with the diffuser, because once you're done, you can use product to calm it down.
Okay.
So, you know, it's gonna look like a giant fro for like a minute, you know, and like, oh, this isn't what I wanted at all, you know, but then you can go through. I'm using a little bit of Bumble and Bubble grooming cream. Big fan of this guy. It has been around since the beginning of time. Really lightweight cream. It's not oily, but it just goes through and just kind of softens. It gives a definition. If there's any frizziness that happened with the diffuser, you know, you can kind of calm that down. And this is really a style that's going to last Rajka the whole day.
So I hope you guys have learned a lot about bobs today, about what to talk to your stylist about, a couple different ways to style your bob, and products that you can use for that. So if you are ever in the Encinitas area, please look up Christina Songe, and we will put her information in there. You can also buy your Bumble product from her if you are in town. She would appreciate that.
Yeah, come by and see us.
Come by and
everything, and we'll let you know if you need any type of help or education on the products. Everybody has time to stop and help you get the right thing.
Yeah, let her know that you heard about it from the Dress Up Mom. I'd appreciate that. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, dress it up a little.